Hey guys, I'm Narain, and today I will be telling you about my analysis of the mask data that we collected over the course of this semester. What we all thought was going to be a normal year changed pretty quickly after the world locked down to contain a novel coronavirus that originated in China. COVID-19 changed our lives and forced us to change our living habits in order to stay clean, healthy, and safe. The biggest of these changes was the wearing of masks. Masks have typically been only used in medical settings by doctors and nurses to limit disease spread, but now society as a whole has adopted mask wearing to curb the spread of COVID-19 in the world population. As a public university bringing students back to campus, Georgia Tech had to make many amendments to improve student and faculty safety and disease protection. In order to do so, most classes transitioned to fully online and many events, clubs, and activities were canceled due to the virus. The biggest of these transitions was the requirement of masks inside buildings on the GT campus. As a student living on campus and taking an ecology lab course, it was interesting to see how the mask-wearing behavior of those on campus and off campus changed over the course of the semester. In particular, the ecology lab, we focused on determining if there were differences in the percentages of those not wearing a mask on weekdays versus those not wearing a mask on weekends. Our hypothesis was that there was a significant difference in the percentage of individuals not wearing a mask on weekends and weekdays. To test this, students taking the Ecology Lab course, myself included, collected data for 10 weeks. Each week, each student would make 10-minute observations in their chosen location and on their chosen day, recording data such as coordinates, total number of people observed, number of people wearing a mask correctly, number of people incorrectly wearing a mask, number of people not wearing a mask, and number of people that were not able to be seen wearing a mask or not. Each student recorded their data by entering it into a survey, and then after the 10-week period was over, the data was compiled into an Excel sheet which featured 130 weekend observations and 634 weekday observations. We then converted the Excel sheet into a CSV file and uploaded it into RStudio. We used RStudio to calculate the percentage of non-mask wearers by dividing the number of people not wearing masks by the total number of people for each 130 weekend observations and all 634 weekday observations. To determine if the percentages were significantly different, we used RStudio to run a two-tailed t-test on the percentages from each group. From the results of the two-tailed t-test, we determined that there was a significant difference in the percentage of individuals who did not wear a mask on the weekdays compared to the percentage of individuals not wearing masks on the weekends. As the bar plot shows, the mean percentages of individuals who were not wearing a mask was much different on the weekends than on the weekdays. Overall, our experiment proves that people are not wearing masks at a consistent rate throughout the week. Why does this matter, you might ask? Although Georgia Tech and its students and faculty have done a great job to keep on-campus COVID cases relatively low, cases in the United States are skyrocketing. This brings even more risk potential to students and faculty on campus. Since GT is hoping to increase in-person classes and activities next semester, it is important for them to use the data from our experiment and experiments similar to ours to improve their disease protection policies and implementation. It is important for GT to ensure that its students and faculty are wearing masks consistently throughout the week and semester as a whole. After all, according to a study in April of this year, there is significant evidence that face masks reduce the transmission of respiratory viruses such as COVID-19. In addition, since GT is planning on making more classes hybrid, it is important to understand the implications of this. A study which monitored the spread of COVID in mask-off and mask-on areas showed that there's a significant decrease in the number of cases in mask-on areas compared to those in mask-off areas. Going forward, Georgia Tech will have to maximize student and faculty safety, and one of the largest steps in achieving this goal is to ensure that mask wearing is consistent and high amongst its population. Thank you guys for watching.